5 of the Meicet app done by Meicet Solutions. What you've got here is once you've taken the photo of your client, you will then see the screen as the first screen once it has analyzed the photo. With the screen, you will see that you've got the photos on the left-hand side here, the first one being red, green, blue, then sensitivity, then you have spots, wrinkles, pores, UV spots, porphyrins, and the Woods lamp. So these are all the photos that the actual gold skin scanner takes. In this screen, I'm going to run through everything that we can do with the images. And the first thing that I'm going to show you is on the bottom right hand corner here, you have got some options. The first one that we're going to look at is this one. This gives us a image where we can have two photos, one at the top and one at the bottom. Now we can then take any one of the photos that we like and we can move them from the right to the left, from the left to the right. So the first thing we're going to do at the moment is we are going to go on this side and we are going to select the red, green, blue for the top section. Then we want to get the Woods lamp for the bottom section. So if this is the Woods lamp, we want to put this one on the bottom. We then select the photo we want to add and just select it and then press the Woods lamp. So you can see there you have two images right next to each other now. From there, we can then also have the two images zoomed in, and we can zoom in on any one of the images, and you can zoom in on the top one, you can zoom in on the bottom one, and you can move them to the left, the right, up and down, so you can manipulate that as you need to. From there, you can also go and have a side-by-side by clicking on the side-by-side button. So that side-by-side button over there. And with that, we can still do the same again. We can click on the photo on the right, have the Woods lamp on the right, click on the photo on the left, we can have spots on the left. You can then zoom as you want on the image by actually just using your two fingers. From there, we have the next one, which is the third one down, and that one will give you a gridding system. So the gridding system then allows you to accurately show exactly where on which block you're having a spot or a pore that you want to fix, whatever it might be. The next item that we can do, if we want to toggle that off, first of all, you then go back to it again and you just toggle it on or off by clicking on the button. To be able to then the fourth icon down here gives you a description of what's going on. Tells you the area ratio 5.48%, also tells you severity compared to the peers is 29.16%. So you can toggle that on and off again by just clicking it, and you'll see there it goes away, there it comes back again. So with the image, once we want to then go back to the normal image again, we can then toggle just by clicking on the button. We can toggle it on, toggle it off, however you want to have the photo for the client. With this photo, you can see that we'll start off on the red, green, blue. On the red, green, blue, what we have is a picture as if we were just taking a normal photo with a normal camera in normal daylight. This is a great comparison photo for a client to be able to show them the true look of their skin before a treatment and also after a treatment. So you can then go and grab the pictures from a different time and put them next to each other. From there, you've also got your sensitivity. Once you click on sensitivity, you will then be able to see you have a toggle area on the bottom. And this toggle area will be able to, if you slide it to the right, it takes all the annotations away. If you slide it all the way to the left, it'll go as much as what you want it to go all the way to that side, and it'll toggle the sensitivity on and off. You can also see at the bottom, you have got a little three icons. So we can click sensitivity, we can click redness, red areas, and then also again with our toggle, shows you the red sections of the skin. The heat map, again, bringing it to a photo like this. Now, all of these are also in your report, but you can also show your client from this menu, or you can show them from the actual report. I prefer working in here with a client because you've got more options available to you. So from there, we can then go to the spots. We have the same thing again with the toggles on and off. And on the bottom, we've got three little icons again, spots for aging, and the brown map as well. The next option we have is the wrinkles. Again, we have a toggle showing where the wrinkles are and the degree of the wrinkles. And also another toggle, the wrinkles for aging, also shows you really nicely where the wrinkles are. It's a great image. Pause. If we select pause, we have the same thing again. You can slide the bar to the left and to the right. UV spots to the left and to the right. You can also have the green image and the monochrome image. Porphyrins. Toggle again for all the porphyrins. And the woods lamp. That is the images on the left and the toggle button on the right, or the little icons which you can have faces together or faces apart, top and bottom, side and left, with the grid. Once you've got the red, green, blue, another little thing that you can do is you've got some little toggles at the top here, little icons. The first one we'll go into is the sky over here. Now you can go and save all these images straight to the actual iPad itself. Although all of these images do go to the cloud, this can also give you the images to save to your camera roll, where you can then airdrop it to a client or just keep it in there for your own records. So if you want to save something, you'll click save the 5 original images or all the images or a screenshot. On the next one, we have a little pencil. Once we got the pencil, we can click mark. And once we click mark, we get a whole lot of options at the bottom. So if I want to create a square, I've got a square and I can create a square. If I want to create a circle, I can then go and create a circle. You have to select, circle, and there we go, we have a circle. If you want to do a pen, you can select the pen and you can draw whatever you would like on there. If you've made a mistake, you can then go to the section on the left hand corner and click undo, and that'll undo the last thing that you did. So if we want to grab the pen again, we can then go, this little section over here is an issue and we want to work on it, plus the section over here. And we can also then draw a arrow to it and an arrow to it if you really want. If we don't want the arrows again, we can toggle that back again on this bottom section here to remove all of those. You can also then go and grab text by pushing the text button, and once you do that, you can then go and select wherever you want and say IPL session discussed, and done. Once you are finished with this, you can then click save, and that will save that image. Now if we go back again to the little pen on the top, we can then go and it'll give us, we can either mark the image again, or we can go to marked images, and it'll take you directly to your marked images if you want to go back into it and you can have a look at the image. IPL session discussed. Close that, and then we go back to the red, green, blue image again. We then have another option, which is the 3D imaging. Now this 3D imaging is a great little tool that you can move. You'll see that there's a little square over here, and that little square, I can just grab it and move it anywhere on the skin that I want to see. So I can see I want to have a look at a wrinkle. If I go and have a look at the wrinkle, now on the bottom here, I have the skin that I can see. Now, if I grab that with my finger, I can then maneuver that, twist it back and forward, and have a look at the texture of the skin and show the client all of these. You've also got 3 little icons on the bottom over here, and if you change them, you'll see there's a heat map of the skin, or you can have a mesh showing what the skin looks like at a 3D level. Once you want to go back out here again, you can then go back to the little arrow at the top here, clicking on that. That'll take you right out. Once you're finished in here, you can also then go to the top, which is the report. Once we click on the report, it'll take us into the report, which will be part of the next tutorial.